Righty, we are here again for game number 6 of 104. Yep, there's 104 matches at this World Cup. I am here for the long haul, so you better be as well. We are back with some Group C action. I believe this is actually the first match of Group C, with this being, the opener of it. It is a very interesting matchup. I don't know which way it is gonna go, but what I do know that is my phone is very loud, which I didn't expect it to be. Well, and also other thing, there's two very good teams in this one. One is obviously very good at World Cups. One of them has to send in emails to win cups. I'm all joking. All seriousness though, Brazil versus Morocco will open Group C. So as usual, before we go in, this is going to be recorded on June 7th, uploaded on June, I think, 11th as well, maybe 12th. Again, it's 2 days before the actual match occurs, so there you go. Take a look at the settings as we always do. 10-minute halves, legendary difficulty, competitor mode, player-based difficulty, all on. So superstars will be superstars. So it kind of maybe puts it in advantage of Brazil early on. We're not going to be at the wait, are we going to be at the Oldromo? Hold on. I don't think it's actually in the. I think it's a Brazilian stadium, isn't it? Where is the Oldromo? It is. Yeah, it's a fictional stadium that's meant to be the Macarena in Brazil. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Do we go to Mercedes-Benz? I've already been there once, but obviously we're not going to be able to keep repeating. So I think we'll go... Where's Lumen Field? Because that looks like a cool one. And if it's an option... It's in Seattle. Alright, Lumen Field is where we're going for this one, ladies and gents. It's enough for me. Take a look down though at the rest of the settings, of course. We've got the stadium. We've got the match conditions. It is the summer. It's later than the previous one we did, which was Qatar versus Switzerland. And I'm going to put up to 7 p.m. Just so we still got daytime. Because I think it still will be played in daytime. Natural grass. All this is the same. We're going for the greenest pitch possible. And we are going to go into it with that then. So those are your settings. Before we get going now, we're going to take a look at the teams. As you can see, one may be fairly superior to the other, but there are talents on both sides. Brazil may be going in as one of the favourites, or at the very least, they're going to be up there in terms of contention. That is the team that they have picked. I maybe will try and fuck around with these on the main menu, just so we can get different lineups each time, rather than it being the same 11 for the whole tournament. But that is a very, very good Brazilian defence nonetheless. The good centre-back partnership, at least. Ederson, maybe not who you'd want in goal. You might be picking Alisson there, to be honest with you. But Ederson's got the nod for this one. Gabriel, obviously one of the best centre-backs in the world. I hate to admit it. He is, though, isn't he? Marquinhos as well, very high level. Casemiro, my boy. Please come back and stay for one more year. Rafinha as well as captain. And then Vinny and Cunha both up front. For Morocco, of course, they got one of the best right-backs, or the best right-back in the world. It's not even close. Hakimi captaining them. Bono, very reliable goalkeeper. Aguerd as well, solid. I think they have two Amrabats. They're only starting one, which we had on loan at Man United for a brief period. Brahim Diaz as well. Abdelaluzi, I believe his name is, or Abdeluzi. He's very, very good as well. He's Abde for short. Just call him Abde. It is a strong side for Morocco. They could cause some issues here. They could cause an upset. But we'll get to the actual scoreline prediction when we get to the game, which is right now. So to open Group C then, ladies and gentlemen, we're at Lumen Field, 10-minute half length, legendary difficulty, authentic game type, and we're going to be playing in the sun of America at 7 p.m. So without any further ado, to get this group underway, Brazil will play Morocco.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week, and we're just moments away from kickoff time. Stay tuned for the live action. Hello, and I must say, it's always a real pleasure to be broadcasting from this part of the USA. We're at Lumen Field. I'm Derek Ray.
A lot of faithfuls from both countries, to be honest with you. But the World Cup does only happen once every 4 years, so you're expecting that. In fact, you're welcoming that because you want representatives from everywhere.
I think it's so
Brazil, a lot of fans. Morocco as well. I'm curious how this goes. Neymar hasn't been called up to start. It was an interesting one for Brazil. Just pointing that out before we get underway with the anthems. So before the match gets underway, I'm going to try and get all the plugs in that we usually do. First of all, this is a brilliant squad. Very, very good. We've already seen it, but it is very, very good, and it will cause a lot of problems at this World Cup. Neymar doesn't even make the bench, which is an interesting call here, but there are some very good players on that bench that could change the game if necessary. But yeah, basically, take a look in the description. There's a spreadsheet where we're tracking all these results, and we're going to compare them with the real life World Cup results once they start coming through, and see how close we are. Of course, as well, there was something else I was going to plug and I forgot what it was, but we'll get there in a moment. As Morocco get their team photo, and we'll see their team. I think I said when I recorded this at start, when I'm recording this, so it's fine. And if I didn't, I'm recording it on June 7th. I did say it, I do remember saying it now. Right, if there's anything I've forgotten, we shall see. But of course, at the start of the game and at the end of the game will be when I tell you my predictions for this one. So bear with, because I actually don't know what a prediction is going to be yet for this, because it could be anything. These are two teams, very competitive, very ready to go. Morocco, of course, winning AFCON under questionable circumstances. Brazil, multiple-time World Cup winners, and they are one of the favourites as per usual in this tournament, and they could be through early. Here's Rafinha, can't find the pass, and it will be away by Morocco on this occasion. But basically, this is going to be high pace, high tempo. I think there's going to be goals in this one, and I think I'm going to go 3-1 to Brazil. I feel like they're just going to be unstoppable. They're going to be too creative, and if they can keep away from the Hakimi side of things, I believe they're going to have a field day. They've got the attacking quality, they've got the defence as well if they need to hold it back, but I think they will have one slip past them, probably from Amrabat, just for absolutely no reason. And attacking wise, I think they will find goals. I think they'll find them quite easily today. Nothing against Morocco's back line, but the only half good one, I would say, is Hakimi, and he plays out wide. So it really could be Brazil's day, but I think I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to try and stick to that. If I change my mind throughout this simulation, I'll let you know, obviously. But I think that's what I'm going to stick with. It was my initial thing. It was my initial thinking before I even started the recording for this. So I think I'm on the mark with it anyway. Morocco will do well. Don't get me wrong, I think Morocco will do well. I just don't think they're going to do well against Brazil. Unfortunately, and I hate to admit this, I think they'll beat Scotland and Haiti. But they've got the toughest opponent first, which actually might be a good thing for them. Because it means you've got... I mean, Scotland are going to definitely fucking put up a fight. Haiti I don't know enough about to judge. But Scotland are definitely going to be involved. It's either going to be Haiti or Scotland that go... Or not Haiti or Scotland, fucking hell. It's going to be Morocco or Scotland that go through second, and I don't really know which one yet. However, I do think that it will be a Brazilian win today, and they are more than welcome to prove me wrong. If you haven't watched the last one between Qatar and Switzerland, I would advise you to go and watch it, because there might be something that surprises you, as Brahim does dispossess here, and Morocco are hanging about on the edge of the Brazilian box with Sabari now. Into Abde, off to El Ainoui, into Amrabat nearly, but Gabriel closed it down. If Amrabat scores in this fucking simulation after I said he's going to somehow score in real life, it would be quite funny, wouldn't it? Sabari can't get through, and Brazil bring it away.
Well, Vinicius Junior is the sort of player who wears his heart on his sleeve. We can tell that he enjoys playing.
I know no one will know the difference anyway, but this is probably going to be the last one I record for June 7th. And then we'll do the rest. June 8th, June 9th, obviously, continuation. And, yeah, we're just going to try and steam through as many as we can. I don't want to do them too far in advance, because team news could change. And team news probably will be changing throughout. There might be situations where I've done the game already, but a certain player that's playing in my simulation has been injured in real life. That could be an occurrence. I can't do anything about that if the game's recorded in advance. However, I will try and keep up to date with all the news as far as I can. I've probably got someone on this pitch that's injured that isn't going to be playing in the first game against the other team, but who knows? I don't. I mean, people who are probably following it do know. I should maybe research more, but we'll see. As it's been Not as quick tempo as I thought it would be, to be honest with you. The battle has kind of been contained in midfield. I thought there might be a bit more Brazilian flair and attack. But it's actually Morocco, I think, who have had more possession. If I could speak, it'd be brilliant. Early on, it looks like it could be Morocco's. Wesley does close that down. And it will be away, you would presume. And that you would presume correct. Should play for Acuna here. He does play for Acuna here. Vinny is in the area. Danilo Santos plays with Alexandro. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Brazil selection, to be honest with you. Obviously, it's what the game put in. I haven't touched it. But this is not the team that I thought would be the team, I guess. That makes sense, alright, shut up. Right then, we are continuing on with this one. I have kind of given all my predictions, done all my plugs, so it's kind of just about seeing who comes out on top, and I think it will be Brazil. It might not be as... I think it's, like I said, I've already told you my scoreline. Obviously, of course, you can leave scorelines, predictions, whatever you want, within reason, obviously, in the comments. However, you want to put your predictions in there, who's going to win, who's going to lose, what they're going to win by, top scorer of the whole tournament, best players of the whole tournament, everything like that, be my guest. Anything stupid will be deleted, goes without saying though. If you say something like Scotland's going to win the World Cup, then I won't delete it, because they are going to win the World Cup, so it's not really an issue there.
Casemiro. Fine build-up play.
Wesley down the right hand side. It could be Brazil. It's not going to be. Diop, I think, gets it over Vinicius. Brazil will get a corner though, and yeah, well, all I'm going to say is that one team has Gabriel.
Who's going to get on the end of it?
Target though was Marquinhos, and Bono has to hold on to that. He does, successfully, to be fair to him. Powerful header though.
Casemiro.
Brazil come again here. Danilo Santos to Rafinha. Back into Danilo Santos. Back out. I would say to the winger, but he's not playing on the wing. Gabriel, Alexandro, Danilo Santos.
Now Casemiro.
Again, Casemiro, Brazil. Bit of that. What is it? I forgot what the thing they call it. I've forgotten the football style that Brazil use. But what I do know is that Vinicius Junior plays for Rafinha, and it could be going back to the number 7 here. It does, and it could be 1-0, and it isn't, because Bono makes a really good save, and it's cleared by a Gerd before a follow-up from the Brazilian side of things. Casemiro puts it back in. Vinicius Junior is dispossessed. If this somehow ends up to be the first 0-0 of these simulations, I'll be very shocked. There's got to be a goal here somewhere, you would presume. Where it comes from, I don't know. Who it comes from, I'm also unsure. But what I do know is that I think there will be goals. At least that's what I said. If I fucking predict goals and it ends up being a 0-0, I'm just a curse at this point, I think. Brazil looking to move it on. With a bit of pace, and Luis Enrique could find... No, he couldn't. He changed his mind on it and gets closed down by Salah. Dean, he could have played it into Cunha there potentially, but it's not been done. And Brazil still attacking, but not with a goal yet. I think they will get at least one in this simulation. But I also don't know what the scoreline will be in this simulation, so it could really go any old way. But now I'm really enjoying these. I'm really enjoying these. It is just a matter of there's 104 of them. So I will try my best to sustain doing all of them. If I suddenly drop off and don't do them, don't be surprised. I've been doing that. I did that with the last series over a year ago. But realistically, we'll give it our best to stick through what is a long World Cup, the biggest World Cup to ever
Mateus
World
Cunha.
Cup.
Here's Rafinha. Oh, danger here. Well, not much came of that.
Yeah, it was good work right off the ball to win it back, wasn't it?
Hakimi. And it's with Amrabat. Ayoub El-Kadi.
Could be Morocco. It's not going to be Morocco. Casemiro's the GOAT, so obviously Morocco won't be scoring in this simulation because Casemiro's on the pitch and he's the best player in the world. I love you, Casemiro. Please come back to Man United for one more season. It's not going to be a Casemiro glaze. We're not trying to glaze him completely, but I do love Casemiro.
Be productive.
I don't think he will come back, and he probably shouldn't, but it's just emotions running high. Cunha can't get away from Diop. Try to, I think, maybe play that across to Vinicius. It's going to be away by Morocco, and I don't know if it's... No, it won't be the first goalless half, because I believe Mexico and South Africa had a goalless half the first game of the tournament on these simulations, but we're looking towards a 0-0 at the break, which is not what I expected. I'm interested to see the possession stats, to be honest, because Morocco have been holding the ball a lot. And maybe I'm over-expecting of Carlo Ancelotti in Brazil here, because I thought they'd have something on the board. It could be Morocco that gets something on the board. Sabari opts not to play the ball through. And there is going to be no injury time, so the whistle will be blown. There's not been really anything. There's not been any stoppages because there's been nothing to stop for.
Well, assessing what Vinicius Junior
It might be one of the worst halves we've had in the simulation yet.
Get that, but still plenty of time for him.
He's not really been himself in the first half.
Brazil 0, Morocco 0 as we go into half-time at the Lumen Field. The stadium's filled up to watch bang average football, which you would expect from maybe Qatar and Switzerland, but not from Brazil and Morocco. Take a look then at the stats at the break. Brazil have had the opportunities, 53 to 47 in favour of Morocco in terms of possession. It feels like they've had a lot more of the ball than that, if I'm being transparent with you, but it is not the case, as Brazil have the advantage as you'd expect. Don't have a goal to show for it though. 3 shots, however. Morocco yet to have an attempt, which I don't think they will find easy to get one with just how good Brazil's defence is. That centre-back partnership is brilliant. But 0.7 expected goals to 0. Brazil haven't really shown up either so far in this one, like I thought they would. Morocco, I think they're probably doing what I think they would do, but I would have thought they maybe had a shot by now. But they're maybe just going to play for the point here, which could be the smart play, especially because Scotland and Haiti to come up. And with all due respect to Haiti, I don't know if they'll get a point in this group. Morocco maybe just playing a smart game here to ensure going into the next round. At the break, it's not been really great by anyone, if I'm being honest with you. Man of the match so far for Morocco. Take your pick between Issa Diop, who has done well to close down Cunha on multiple occasions, 7.3, and then Sabari, who is trying to find a pass through, but is not very successful because the defence is so damn good. I'm not trying to glaze them, but they are. Amrabat, El Anawi, decently playing the ball around, but not with any forward momentum yet. However, the goalkeeper, Yasin Bonu, only on 6.5, despite making 2 very decent saves. Bit surprising, but yeah, they've not conceded yet of Morocco. However, Brazil, their best player has been Danilo Santos, and I would say, yeah, the attack has been a bit toothless, to be honest with you, especially Cunha and Vinicius Junior, who you would expect more out of from both of them. The defence has done what they needed to do. They've not let Morocco had a shot, so Danilo Santos probably the best try to push things forward. Marquinhos and, well, Casemiro and Gabriel, well, all the people you can see here besides Rafinha, the defensive parts, have done what they needed to do and have shut Morocco out so far. Rafinha hasn't been as creative as I thought on that left-hand side. Doesn't really suit that left mid-roll. Maybe look around at formations and see if we can change anything else along there, along those lines. And Ederson, on 6.2, he's not had anything to do. You can't rate a man higher when he hasn't been involved. Neymar is in fact on the bench. I must have just fucking missed that. And I don't believe they have a goalkeeper on the bench. Oh, they do. They have Weverton. Where is Alisson? Did he go? I don't know if he went or if he's injured. Again, this is my limit of my knowledge in this fucking World Cup. but they do have game changers if the game needs changing. But for now, I don't think changes are going to be made at the halftime whistle, so we shall... Well, I guess we'll continue. I don't really want to because it's been quite a boring game. Can we just sim to end? Going to be, obviously, Brazil to kick off because Morocco kicked off the first half. Now Brazil playing to the left, Morocco playing to the right, hopefully playing for goals. Or just one goal. One goal would be nice. I don't want this to end in a goalless draw just because they're two teams that shouldn't be goalless drawing. Vinicius Jr. does play it into Rafinha, and they're not going to get a goalless draw. It is quite literally... as soon as I said we don't want a goalless draw, Rafinha said, bet.
Really smart play. Lifts his head, times the pass just right, and once it falls to him like that, it's a routine finish. Cool and clinical.
Yeah, it's well played. It's really well played. And it's a great finish from Rafinha. I don't really know what else we can say. But what we do know is that we won't have our first 0-0.
1-0 then.
It is a goal for Brazil. And I'm wondering if that means now they're going to kick on. And maybe the floodgates are open here. And Brazil will power through this one. I don't know. They haven't shown signs of it, to be honest. It's just a moment of magic to kick off this second half from Rafinha, who I slated as not doing well enough. He's like, alright then, I'll score and you can shut the fuck up, which is fair enough. I hold my hands up. The captain silenced me there. Alexandro closes down the Morocco attack on the right hand side. Now Rafinha is looking to prove me wrong further as he powers forward and then plays it backwards.
Rafinha.
Brazil, though, aren't the type of team to just say, yeah, 1-0 will do. They will push for a second, and they might even push for a third and fourth, and however many goals occur, if any more occur, basically, they're not going to just sit back and rest on their laurels. They're going to try and push and, you know, put a good goal difference in this one.
Gabriel.
Is it raining again outside?
Now Casemiro. Alexander.
Oh yeah, it's pouring it down. It's been raining on and off all day.
Gabriel.
Mental. Thankfully I didn't get caught by it when I went out. Ooh, right then. Brazil coming forward again. It's closed down. Brahim will play it back to Bono. And Morocco will take it away.
Ezalzouli. Ayoub El Kabi.
Not only they take it away, they've gone deep now into Brazil's half. El Kabi and El Nai working together. It's interesting to note as well, Morocco still have yet to have a shot on goal. So it'll be interesting to see how Edison deals with it. If they do get one, they don't get one because Casemiro, the GOAT, has stopped them.
Mateus Cunha sliding back into the hole.
Again, if you are Brazil, you're happy because you finally got a lead, but you're probably not happy with the performance if you're Carlo Ancelotti. If you are Morocco, you probably come to expect that Brazil are going to score at some point. You just need to strike back if you can. And failing that, you just need to win your next two games, which are winnable games for Morocco. So it's not the be-all and end-all if Morocco lose here. It's not the end of the world, so to speak.
Could be threatening. Well, that attack collapsed completely.
And it really could fall either way this second half. I need to lock in. I keep going on my phone just because the game's been kind of boring, low-key. But we'll try and keep, you know, interested here. This is the last one I'm recording today, so I'm just going to try and see it out. A bit more action would be nice, though. It's Danilo Santos once again is the close downer, and Marquinhos is the clearer. From Brazil, I'm wondering whether to change that forward line a bit because it's been a bit toothless, like I said. Fiddy's been alright because he got the goal. He's kind of gone up in my estimation slightly, but none of them have been, you know, Brazilian, which you'd expect to be very, very good. Is my point there. And the back can't get through Marquinhos. I think it was actually Gabriel, not Marquinhos. Now Rafinha running away down the left. Vinicius Jr. He's going to take it past Diop. He could find something here for Brazil. turns around, tries to get away from Hakimi. It's inside to Rafinha, who does get tackled. And now Morocco, with Sofiane Amrabat, has played an absolute shitter of a pass, and Brazil once again could go forward to make it 2-0. Vinicius Junior into Mateus Cunha here. Ball is over to Wesley. Is there going to be something here from Brazil? I believe both managers wishing to make changes. Cunha, Danilo Santos, back to Casemiro, into Santos again. Rafinha, just try to find a way to break through. Morocco got the box closed down, and Rafinha nearly loses it. Does well to keep hold. Casemiro now. Luis Enrique does find the ball through to Cunha, but it's cleared and, well, tackled and then put away by Aguerd, and Morocco will go again. And the way this game has been played, I don't know if these substitutions are going to happen. It's been very much, there's not been a lot of stoppages in this game, apart from the goal. Hasn't been really anything to slow us down, but there hasn't been enough to make it entertaining either. However, a Morocco equaliser could do that if they find it. El-Kabi trying to get through desperately. Good luck to him, because he's got to get past either Gabriel or Marquinhos. He hasn't done so successfully yet. Could all change. Abde, now to Nui. El-Kabi could find Sofiane Amrabat. It's a save from Ederson. First save of the game for the Galatasaray goalkeeper, as it is, where's he, Fenerbahce? He moved to Turkey anyway. It's saved, and Morocco have now had an opportunity only 70 minutes in, so fair play to them. This has been dead, I'm sorry. This has probably been my least favourite one of these so far. And I thought this match had high expectations as well, and it could still be a second here from Mateus Cunha, who can play it inside. He doesn't. He's going all the way to the byline and then turn backwards and then play it into Rafinha, who gets tackled. I think it was meant for Vinny Junior, but it didn't look on. He's a FIFA player, know that pain. And like I said, I was joking, kind of. I genuinely don't think these substitutes will see the game here, because the play hasn't really stopped. I suppose you want a free-flowing game, but you also want some quality, and maybe we'll get some in this last 15 minutes. Although if you want to skip this video out of all your World Cup predictions, this would be the one to skip. Luis Enrique back to Wesley. Enrique again. Gabriel. Casemiro. I mean, Wesley's made an overlapping run and nobody can be arsed to find him. Danilo Santos into Rafinha. Yep, he's going to play it backwards. A lot of playing backwards here, and I know they're a goal up, but I just find it a bit boring. But it makes sense as well in terms of game management, so I can't really say it's a bad idea. Casemiro to Cunha, who is very deep here for what he's been playing this game. Vinicius, Santos, Casemiro. Fucking hell. Morocco holding it off though. You got to give credit to Morocco. They're holding this away for now. Rafinha just trying to find anything. Hakimi gets a tackle, and we will get a stoppage in play, which means every single substitute they've been waiting to do for fucking ages is going to come on. Alexandro makes way for Bremer. Amrabat's going to go off as well. I'm not entirely sure who's coming on. It is Unahi. Going to try to find a bit more creation to get an equaliser. They might not get an equaliser. I thought it was going to be a header there from Gabriel. Vinicius Junior picks up the loose ball. It's Marquinhos. It is Gabriel, who has been bulldozed to the floor. I don't think it's a foul, but that was very aggressive from Issa Diop, and it is going to be away by Morocco. Couple of changes maybe to freshen things up. Brazil gone for a defensive one. Bremer at left back is not something I expected to be the move. It's the move they've done. Yeah, Nahi, but more attacking, I believe, than well, he is more attacking than Amrabat. Amrabat's not really an attacker. I don't really know what he does. From his time at Man United, I'm not entirely sure what sort of player he is. Rafinha cutting in towards Cunha now. It's going to be played out to, well, it looked like I think it was going to Danilo Santos, but Hakimi gets it away. Now Brahim taking it down the right. This, yeah, I'll be excited once this game's over. This has been the worst one yet, in my personal opinion, which I didn't expect it to be. I expected a bit more everything from this one. We haven't got much of anything, if I'm being transparent.
Unahi. Ezalzouli. Azzedine Unahi. Can they fashion something? They need a goal.
Raheem Sabari. Salah Adine. Is there going to be late drama here from Morocco? Could they steal a point? No, they could not, because this game has been the most dead shit ever. It could be Brazil that get a second late on here. Casemiro to Vinicius, out to Luis Enrique. Sorry, my throat is going a little bit dry, but thankfully we're towards the end of the recordings today anyway. Rafinha gets his attempt blocked by Hakimi, and if Morocco are going to cause chaos here, they're going to have to do it now. I doubt there'll be much stoppage time, if any. 1 minute, yeah. So, Cunha to Rafinha. Back to Cunha. Out wide, Luis Enrique. Cunha again. Will there be one more chance for Brazil, or are they just going to pass it back and be smart? Well, neither, to be honest, because Cunha got tackled, and that will end the game. Brazil will get the win. It's nothing special in terms of performance, but I don't know how much they'll care. Ancelotti might give a shit. He might say, well, we need more than that next time, boys. I mean, it's Scotland and Haiti for them as well. I don't think they'll need to stress too much. I think they'll probably coast through the group now. A win over probably the other hardest opposition in the group for Brazil. Rafinha, the difference maker, but that might be the worst of the simulations yet. We've only done 6. That could stand up to be one of the worst ones of the lot, unless we get a 0-0, in which case that would obviously be the worst because there'd be no goals. But Brazil do get it over the line. Wasn't really in danger, to be honest with you. I think Morocco had 1 shot on target. It was a bit dead from Morocco. Didn't really see what I expected. Well, I expected big things from both teams. We didn't get really anything from anyone, to be honest with you. Rafinha with the goal. Take a look at the stats and at the end. It's just a very possession-based game. A lot of passes being played, not really forwards, just more in the middle. 51 to 49 times possession for Morocco, who just edge it on that statistic. However, the most important statistic is the goal at the top of the screen, which Brazil do have because they had 4 shots on goal and Morocco only had 1. Morocco not creating anywhere near enough, but when you've got Gabriel and Marquinhos at the back, it's not going to be easy. And then they subbed on Bremer at left back, who granted is a centre back, a tough tackler. He's got pace as well, so you're kind of fucked, to be honest. Expected goals 1.2 to 0.4 in favour of Brazil, and they do get enough of, well, I mean, it's basically on, it's like accurate. The XG is accurate, is pretty much what I'm trying to say, because they do get the goal to see them through. Man of the match is for Morocco. Okay. I know he was really trying. I will give him his credit. He was really trying. You can see those stats. 62 dribbles. He's mad. He was trying to get it through any bloody way he could. Unsuccessful, evidently. Issa Diop was solid as well. Just didn't close down Rafinha for the goal. Other than that, was very good. Obviously, it's that goal. Amrabat was alright. I don't know if he's rated too highly. And the AI like to pass it about quite a lot, as you can see, especially around that midfield. Some of these numbers are ridiculous. You wouldn't see that. Well, maybe you would see that in real life, actually. Maybe it is more realistic. I don't know. What I do know is it's not great from the rest of Morocco. Hakimi, underwhelming as well. He didn't really get involved in the play too much, to be fair. And then Bono did let the goal in. Only had 3 shots on his goal. 1 went past him, 2 didn't. So it wasn't a bad first half from him, but obviously he's the one that let in the deciding goal. For Danilo Santos, he was the man of the match for Brazil. Did try and make things tick in that midfield, alongside Casemiro, who does grab a 7.5 rating. Rafinha, the goal scorer, takes his rating up to 7.5. Didn't have a very good first half at all, and I believe his game overall wasn't brilliant, but because he got the goal, his rating will get dragged up. Gabriel, solid as well. Alexandro got subbed off, didn't really do anything wrong, didn't really do anything. Luis Enrique with the assist into Mr. Rafinha for the goal, 6.8. Ederson had 1 save to make and he made it, 6.8 for him. And Marquinhos, of course, the defensive partner, Gabriel, did really well. Cunha and Vinny not very good, to be honest with you. And no Neymar introduction either for this World Cup. I wonder if they're going to switch things up for the next group stage game against, I think it's, I don't remember which one it's against, but against either Scotland or Haiti, one of them. What I do know, however, is that is going to wrap up another prediction. I'm sorry to have put you through that. That was probably the worst one yet. Again, it could get worse. There could be a game with no goals, but Brazil didn't really do what I thought they were going to do and just be very good. And Morocco didn't do what I thought they were going to do either and bring the fight. So, ended up in quite a boring 1-0. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to end my recordings for today. Obviously, you won't know that because it'll just be uploaded 2 days before the actual match occurs. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. And when the World Cup comes around, I hope you enjoy. I hope your country do really, really well. Unless you're against England or Scotland, then I'm sorry, but I'm going to root against you. Take care and enjoy the rest of your days.